When you get to a place
Grand
where you really
Rising,
understand
Grand
your worth,
Rising.
you stop allowing people who don't
I
know
want
you,
to
who
come
don't pay your
on
bills, who
and
don't put
talk
food on your
about
table
being
to
honest
control you.
with your
Hey, this the
children.
last time I let somebody steal my peace. If you ain't adding to the plate, shawty, you can't
As
eat.
parents,
Don't be acting like you know me, bro. We don't speak.
children
A lot of people
trust
come
us
and go,
first
but it
before
won't be me.
anything.
You can't break me. I
In
just take
most
control of the
cases,
environment, get them worked up, and then I put them in retirement. I won't lose sleep if you don't have my
they
back,
pay
but don't you try to
attention
front on me, cause you can't take
to
that back. I'm
detail
still God's
pretty
shot, regardless
good
if they like
most
it or
of the
not.
time.
I've been busting out the seams. I don't fit in
When
a
it
box,
comes to
cutting
the
people out the
parents,
picture. Yeah, you might
they
get
do
cropped,
not
and I don't carry
forget
dead weight, so
what
you
we
gon'
say.
get dropped. Bringing it back to
We said we
perspective.
was gonna
I've been
buy
so
them some
reflective.
chocolate
Had to guard
later.
my energy, and now I'm so
They're gonna
protective.
remind
I don't
us.
waste time trying to prove myself. I can't please you so much that I lose myself.
Honesty
I think it's
is
way
one of
past
our
time I remove
jobs.
myself. I done tried everything, it's time to
Our
choose
children
myself.
trust
And
in
I don't need your
us.
cosign. God did it when
It's
you
part of
another
our
lifeline.
job
Yeah, you know it's my
description.
time. I don't get bitter, I just get better. I let people come and go like the weather.
Our children trusting us is part of our job description.
I just cut them off from the team. And they be like, ooh.
Being honest is one of the most important things in our job detail. If we are not honest with our children, they will not trust us. And that's pretty hard to deal with your child when they don't trust you. Even as adults, our children remember. Kids remember what they remember. Just like that. They remember what they remember. And it's not something we can take back from them. If our children remember meeting Tom, Dick, and Harry, oops. I'm going to rephrase that. If they remember meeting Larry, Curly, and Moe, you can't take that back from them. In a way, that's kind of taking a part of their life from them when you try not to remember what they know. I meant it just how I said it. For instance, if Papa was a Rolling Stone and your children remember you being a Rolling Stone, Papa, you cannot take that from their memories. If Mama showed more teeth than she did examples, the child is going to remember that. And the best thing we can do as parents for ourselves is to be honest with ourselves. You can try to lie to that child, but if that child remembers, you will only do yourself a great service on trying not to act like you don't remember. That draws a wedge in the trust system because this child knows that you will lie to them. That makes very few things you say trustworthy to that child. If you'll lie about this, how do the child know you won't lie about that? They don't. That makes them unsure. When they can't trust you as the parent, kind of leaves them lost. on who they can turn to. Not having trust in the relationship as the parent leaves the child open for other relationships that lacks trust. It's not the way to go. Because as they said when we was growing up, if you lie, you're steal. If you're steal, you'll unalive someone. You'll cheat. However that used to go. Somebody know what I'm talking about. Irrelevant. Most importantly, be honest with your children. My daddy was so brutally honest. He told me about the time he was woke up out of his sleep, but not completely waking up. But long story short, he said the wrong name. He said the wrong name. And the person waking him up had a mouthful of peanuts, which sent my daddy to the hospital out of his sleep. Honesty is the best policy, even though there's some things the child do not want to hear from. Forgive me. But out of all the stories I didn't want to hear, that was the one that made me laugh the most. Cheaters games is always ended. But anyway, kind of made my eyes water. Be honest with your children. Whether they kick, scream, slam doors, whether they want to hear it or not, whether they get mad, whether they become sad, whatever the situation, you do not want them to say, but you lied to me. Keep it real, be honest the first time around. So if that question come back up, you know the answer because you're telling the truth. Truthfully, a parent does not want to hear they're lying. One thing we don't want to hear is a kid saying, you lied. We don't want to hear that. So again, keep it honest, keep it real, keep it 100, and keep it stepping. Blessed Sunday to you all.